Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be giving some general tips and tricks for shotgunning in Crucible. Now I know plenty of people are God mode shotgunners already and don't need any advice or help. But there are also a lot of new people coming into the game with Rise of Iron and plenty of people who aren't very familiar with shotgunning. In my opinion, when used effectively, shotguns are the most effective Crucible special weapon in the game. I'm sure I've alienated plenty of people with that statement and offended at least 2 dozen more, and it's perfectly okay if you disagree. But the shotgun, combined with really good map knowledge, awareness, and obviously some god rolls, can render any enemy, regardless of what they're using, useless. Let's start with what stats make a shotgun effective. The 2 most important stats for a shotgun, really the only 2 of importance at all, are impact and range. Impact is how much damage the shotgun is going to do, and range is range done. Shotguns like the Matador 64, Party Crasher +1, Conspiracy Theory, and others of the same weapon archetype are the Crucible shotgun meta. These are the ones that most of the shotgun gods use, and I'm sure the ones you and I have spent plenty of time muttering about. But the archetype of the shotgun isn't the most important thing. I know, I just said that these are the shotguns the shotgun gods use, but that isn't the only factor that goes into deciding if your shotgun is going to be any good or not. More importantly, look at the rules in your shotgun. As far as the main perks go, look for things like rangefinder, performance bonus, lightweight, battle runner, and especially full auto. These are all perks that are going to maximize your potential and win you a lot of otherwise unwinnable engagements. Other perks like Army of One, Feeding Frenzy, and Up Close Personal can be useful, just not quite on the same level as the others, in most cases. As far as other weapon perks go, take anything that gives you a range bonus. Seriously, anything at all. I don't care if it dips your stability down past 0, just do it. This includes things like Hammer Forge, Send It, Rifled Barrel, Hand Loaded, etc. Trust me, the biggest factor that goes into deciding life and death with you and your shotgun in Crucible is doing damage at range. You want the area you can one-shot, or at least do very significant damage to your enemy, to be as large as possible. Those few meters are going to make the difference. Now let's look at some different combos in a shotgun that turn one, especially a shotgun of the archetype I mentioned before, into a god roll. A shotgun I've been using quite a bit lately that is freaking amazing is this Matador 64. It's equipped with close and or personal, rifled barrel, smooth ballistics, and full auto. Before I go into any detail about anything else, let me just splooge over full auto real quick. On a shotgun of this weapon archetype, the rate of fire is so low, but full auto comes in and comforts you, like getting Taco Bell at 2 in the morning. It just feels so good. With that out of the way, this is by no means a perfect shotgun. The range could definitely be better. More than a few times I've shot a guy taking half his health for him to turn around and kill me in one shot at the same range. However, the rate of fire on this remedies that situation somewhat. At the cost of losing some ammo, you'll get quite a few extra kills simply because you could fire again before your opponent. This is especially nice when hovering just outside melee range. Ignore that comment if you're fighting a warlock, because their melee range includes everyone on the map. The thing I love most about this particular shotgun is that if I am in a situation where I need to shotgun melee, close and or personal almost assures that it's going to end up with me on top. Let's move on to a more general shotgun strategy. So you've got your super awesome god roll shotgun and you're ready to go kill and teabag some nudes until they put Destiny away and crawl back to Call of Duty. But wait, you're getting wrecked! This isn't the hammer of the god you were promised, what's going wrong? Strategy, my friend. As good as your shotgun may be, you still aren't an invincible killing machine that can wipe out an army of guardians. The next thing you need in your arsenal is map knowledge and a little bit of a mean streak. Let's get into map knowledge first. The thing about shotguns is that closing the gap quick enough to dispatch an enemy without them gunning you down with relative ease can be tough. I've seen many a guardian simply sprint at someone only to be gunned down and teabagged with ruthless efficiency. The fact of the matter is that as long as shotguns were overpowered, we've all become pretty good at avoiding them, which makes the shotgunner's job all the more satisfying when he does get the kill. The first step to shotgunning is knowing your sniper lanes. Seriously, you're gonna end up 3 and 20 or something if you don't. Never ever run down a sniper lane unless you are absolutely positive that there's no one down there. Because if there is, they're gonna peek out and shoot you in the head before that little red glint even shows up. Learn the little corners of the map, learn the places you can parkour to. Utilize every bit of mobility available to you. I would heartily recommend the artifact Memory of Yolder, which removes the sprint cooldown penalty. This enables you to slide and sprint and jump and sprint to your little heart's content. Next up, and this one might surprise you, flank. I know you're shocked, right? But really, attack other guardians from a different direction than the one they're focused on. You'll be amazed at how many of them are down scope and have no idea you're about to turn them into a crime scene. This is especially important when fighting guardians who are otherwise occupied with another guardian. Fight them from 2 directions and they have to prioritize. Punish them for it. Next up, don't be afraid to attack a group of people if you have the drop on them. Especially with full auto, you'll be surprised at just how many you can mow down before they even realize you're there. Something else to keep in mind is knowing when to retreat. If you killed someone but feel like you're now at a disadvantage and have an open escape route, go for it. Living to fight another day not only keeps you alive, obviously, but it can be pretty frustrating to deal with from the other side, too. Swooping in like Batman, taking one guy out, and escaping back into the shadows is a good mind game. Another thing, keep on different levels of verticality. It doesn't even have to be a huge shift in movement, simply jumping once or sliding at the right time can be immensely helpful. It's that much harder to shoot someone when you have to turn and look up or down, and with you being the attacker and not the one reacting to the situation, that puts you at an advantage. One helpful tip about this relates to the radar. It only shows you on another level of verticality if you're a lot higher or lower than them, so when someone's about to turn a corner on you, hovering right in that area where it still looks like you're on ground level but really aren't, is super helpful. Plus, anytime that you attack someone from above, you get much more headshot damage, meaning a lot of easier kills. Next up is my golden rule. If your radar has the big bar, meaning that they're relatively close to you, press the engagement. In my opinion, the thing that decides life and death more than anything else is who initiates the engagement. Seriously, a shotgunner running at you can be a terrifying sight. An important thing to remember here is to minimize their sight lines until you're within shotgun range. Jump, slide, zigzag, use cover, and juke them out to get right on top of them and crush all their hopes and dreams. And here's the mean streak I was talking about. Being a shotgunner should be fun. You should enjoy the carnage you create, the chaos you cultivate. Just by being in the match, you're changing your opponent's mindset in every scenario. Running into a group of 5 and taking down 2 or 3 before they kill you is honestly just intimidating. Sure, they killed you, but they have those guardians lying lifeless on the ground in front of them, reminding the survivors of their failures. And from then on, they know, no matter how many of them there are, that you aren't scared, and that at any moment you can jump out of that one corner they forgot about and send them right back to that respawn screen. Anyways, that's all I've got for you guys here. In the end, shotgunning can be the most exhilarating way to play Crucible, and more than anything, it can just be so much fun. If there's any other tips you guys would like to share, I'd love to hear them in the comment section down below. Subscribe for more videos like this one and a whole slew of others, and as always, thanks for watching, I do hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.